This is the AX1. It is a 200 kilo UAV built by a Bengaluru-based company called Arctus Aerospace. This thing can carry a max payload of 50 kilos at 20,000 feet above the surface of the Earth for 10 hours at a time. It's primarily intended for Earth observation, and I just had a candid conversation with the founder of this company, Shreepoorna S Rao. It was very off the cuff, it was not scripted, there were no questions pre-decided in advance, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So without further ado, it's Runtime, your daily Indian tech white pill. What is one thing that you're most proud of about this UAV?
I would not say I'm proud of the UAV, but the team that built this.
That's a very good founder answer.
It's not about, I honestly mean that. We, as I was talking about it, we built this aircraft in 150 days. From scratch, nothing, just the flight parameters, 50 kg, 20,000 feet, 10 hours. We wrote that on a note and we stuck it. And we said 150 days, but within 6 months, we have to have it flying. We built it in 5 months. And the team has worked their ass off to build this. I personally have that mindset where we just go all out, we build, and we look at great companies who build great hardware products. There's one particular thing that even I also identify with. It is that intensity and that urgency to build things fast so that you can get better faster. You make mistakes faster so that you learn from those mistakes. And I think while building this, we embodied that. The whole team, the whole organization, we are a very lean team. You saw the size of our team, it's just 10 people. 10 people who built all of this. Everything you see here, this whole warehouse. We, in the last 150 days, it was not just this aircraft which we were building. We were working on flying the smaller aircraft, the previous version, collecting data, validating customer interest, building this facility to be the state-of-the-art aerospace manufacturing facility while designing and doing R&D on this. And I think pulling that out in the last 150 days, that's solid.
There is this sort of mindset or this belief that you can just do things.
Yeah.
I think you and your team are the embodiment of that, which is incredible. But I also think it's just there's too much wrapped up in that phrase. I think a lot of young people maybe don't fully understand what it actually takes to make something like this happen. It's not just belief in yourself, it's not just grit.
Yeah.
There's more to it, right? So maybe like
pop culture has made that.
like they think that they can just, but like you guys have actually done a lot of unique and special things that probably if you didn't do those things, you might not have been able to complete this in such a short time span. So what are some of the techniques that young people can replicate to perhaps achieve something similar in their own domain, their own industry?
I was thankful enough, privileged enough to be surrounded by the right people at the right time. And coming to Bangalore as well, a lot of things, the ecosystem, the community, the investors, all of these have been helpful. But fundamentally, we are building a hardware product. And we have great examples set for us in the names of Ather. Like I look up to Ather and the way they have built that scooter. It is a piece of art, firstly, and then it's a scooter. And we also look at our products. We are building aircrafts. These things fly through air. It's dancing with air particles. And there's some philosophy aspect which I can't put it in words, which the whole team also feels. Whenever we see something fly, all of us are smiling. That's the only time you'll find the whole team smiling at something. And just do things, right? We don't talk about it. Like about this aircraft. You saw we had made no buzz. You go on our website, it's not there. We are just heads down, we build, then we deliver. Like the only time I spoke about a smaller product was when it started flying. So we do things first and then talk about it. And I think we have that very, very, strong opinion on just build it first. Build it first, see what you can do, see how you can make it 10 times better, do it 10 times better, and then talk about it. Just do things must be followed by bias to action. And that is the whole game. That's what this here. There are so many small things involved in building a complicated product like this, which given anyone else, I don't think we would have been able to do this. It's just we built it, let's try it out. Things failed, yes, it'll fail. We are supposed to fail. We should not be averse to failure. We lost a lot of money, yes, we burned a lot of money, yes. We are not shying away from that. But did we deliver a quality product? It's here today. I'm a solo founder, by the way, so things work differently when you're solo. The way your team is built, there is no playbook to go after. So I had to make mistakes initially. I did make bad hires. I did make wrong hires. Then we made the right hires, but the wrong strategy. Then working with them, the working relation. All of those things has been work in progress. It's not like I read somewhere or I could fast track myself 10 years by doing something. You can't do that. There's a methodology, there's a personality to me, there's a personality to every single one in the team. And how do they interact with me, my working relationship with them? How do I push them to their maximum potential without burning them out, without fatiguing them, without them knowing that I'm pushing them for the right reason? It's more of like, now we're going to like human interactions to build a great product.
I mean, this is actually, it's called HR. But yeah, like, this is the thing about hardware that people don't realize is that yes, you're building something, but you're also managing a team and you're building a startup. Not just a product, you're building a startup, you're building a little community.
You're building that small cult which believes in them. Like our problem
But I will say, you're a great cult leader. No, you're inspiring, you know.
I found a group of friends whom I enjoy working with every day. Although I'm a founder, they are my founding engineers. At the end of the day, it's a flat hierarchy. They can shout back at me, I can shout at them. Like when a lot of people hear about the way we work, a lot of people think like, is that healthy? Is that toxic? But imagine a group of friends in engineering. Look at the bonding they have. That's the kind of bonding we have. These are my engineering friends actually. You know, most of them from IIT Madras. But even the ones who joined from outside, it's just like when you talk to them, you know. They might not be at the level you want them to be, but if they vibe with you and if they're passionate about working with you during the hard times, to get this aircraft done, the last 2 months were hell. It was pain. Every day was like 14 to 16 hour days. Push the team to the limit. Everyone's like unable to call their homes up, stuff. Very demanding. And yes, I mean, when a bunch of the engineers' parents came to I apologized to them. Because I took the time away from. But see, the thing is, it takes a lot of sacrifice to build something great. And like for me, I want to build something great. I'm 23 right now. I'm going to be spending the next 10 years of my life on something. I want it to have like a significant impact in the world, in the domain I like, which is airplanes. I want to build the best ones out there. I want to be there. I want to be the top ones. That's all that matters for me. And if these guys are helping me reach there, and they're also reaching there, it's win-win for all. It's value add. That's how we build companies. That's what we do.